going on, YouTube? It's Steve O'Hoppa coming at you with another video, and today I've got something a little bit different. I'm actually at my office at work where I have a tank that's a lot smaller than what I keep at home. As far as they go, I've got a pretty good workspace, lots of tech, and I love that sort of thing. But in the middle of a workday, sometimes you just need something to relax a little bit, and that's where my little Nano tank comes in. I've had this little Fluval Spec 5 for about a year, and it's been through a couple of different iterations with some fake plants, a couple of different types of small community fish, and I've never been 100% satisfied with it. I've been excited to have something. It's certainly been somewhat serene to have a nice little relaxing aquarium, and whenever I have guests in my office, everybody really migrates to it and love to look at it. But I thought it was time for something a little different. So today, I'm turning this little Nano 5-gallon Spec 5 into my first planted aquarium. Since I don't know much about planted aquariums, I of course turned to YouTube like I have in the past and like many of you have as well. And so I'm going to start this planted aquarium build with a little unboxing. One of the places I've turned to for advice on planted aquariums and some interesting videos and how-tos is Corey over at Aquarium Co-op. So I placed an order with Corey for a few plants, a few little supplies, and I'm going to go ahead and do a quick unboxing for you just to show you what I got. Just a small one. Let's go into it. Now, I haven't even looked at it myself. All I did was open the packaging, so let's dive in here. Freeze-dried bloodworms. That's a sample. I didn't order that, but they threw that in for free, so maybe I'll try that out with my fish later. Alright, we have here Aquarium Co-op Easy Green All-in-One Fertilizer. This will last me a long time in this tiny little aquarium. And this is the pumper for that. Well, that's all that's in this one. So there must be another package coming, since I ordered some plants and a few other things too. So I'll fill you in when I get that. First thing I need to do is go ahead and drain this aquarium, temporarily move the fish, pull out all the old substrate and clean out the filters, and then I'll be able to get on with all the new equipment. Alright, well, it's been drained. I've got most of the gravel out. Probably not going to worry about that tiny little bit that's still in there. Now it's time to clean it just a little bit and start putting in the new scape. Alright, well, the substrate is in. Got just a tiny bit of the new decor, and I've got my new light and a few other odds and ends. So let me go over what I've done so far. For my substrate, I am using Herb C Eco Complete Planted Aquarium substrate. It's black, and this substrate is supposed to be really good for the plants, give them nutrients, something to plant in, of course, or root in. And this I got on Amazon. I think I might be just a little heavy on the gravel on the substrate there, but I don't think it's going to hurt anything. Just maybe a little more than I needed. They recommend, I think, around 2 inches or so, so I'm just maybe a little bit over that. Now, the light that comes with the Fluval Spec 5 is this little LED unit right here. It's got white lights and blue. I don't remember what it's rated for as far as lumens, but it's not very bright. It's sufficient if you're not trying to plant, if you're just putting lights, or just lighting up a few fish or something. But as far as for plants, wholly insufficient for that. Now the way this works is designed to be an all-in-one, of course, so it just clips onto the back of the aquarium, and this little clip right here is mounted to the back of the aquarium. It slides into that and locks in place. The new light that I bought is also still from Fluval, but it is this right here. This was recommended to me by my local fish store, and I thought I'd go ahead and give it a try. It is specifically designed for small aquariums, 3.9 to 7.9 US gallons, and it's designed specifically for small or nano planted aquariums. Now I can see one problem right off the bat, and that is that it only covers approximately half the aquarium, maybe not even quite that. so you can tell it's a whole lot brighter on one side and considerably less so on the other. Now, I can tell you right up front, this light is way brighter than the LED unit that came with my Spec 5, and it's also a little bit whiter, so this, obviously is intended for plants, but I'm not sure how this is going to work as far as, I don't know if plants on this side are going to get enough light and possibly plants on this side too much light. I'm not sure. So I'm going to try this for a little while, and if it doesn't work on this tank, it'll probably work on my wife's. She has a 5-gallon cube at home, so we may try it on that because we were thinking about planting that one as well. But I'm going to try it on this first, see how it goes, and if I try something else, I'll update you and let you know how that goes. So that's what I'm doing for light. In addition to that, since plants need a relatively consistent schedule for light, at least to do their best, I went ahead and got an inexpensive timer off of Amazon, and I've got the light plugged into this, so it'll come on and on and off on its own with this. So that's lighting. I'm using the same heater that I already had. It's just a small low wattage heater. Works just fine for this little aquarium. But what I did do is I went ahead and got one of these Thermostatic Controllers. It's more accurate than what comes with the thermostat that's built into the heater. It also has overheat protection and so on. These were recommended by Steve Poland in some of his videos, and I have them on some of my other tanks. They work great, so I went ahead and put one on here as well. Both for the fish sake and for the plant sake, need to make sure that the water stays warm enough. Now, as I mentioned before, I did not get the plants and some of the driftwood that I purchased from Aquarium Co-op. I'm sure it's coming. I sent an email to them inquiring as to when that package may arrive, and obviously I'll be doing a second update to this once I have the actual plants in my planted aquarium. But what I do have so far, and these are both things that I got off of Amazon, is I bought a 3-pack of cholla wood. Now I'm only putting one in my aquarium right now, and it's possible that I may even remove that one at some point. I'm not real sure what I'm going to do long term, but a little piece of cholla wood. It's my understanding that cholla wood is really just dried out cactus. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong on that, but I've got one of those in there for now. And then I also have some little cherry shrimp coming. So shrimp need calcium and other mineral supplements in order to survive and thrive and breed and so on. So I got these little guys also off of Amazon, just little mineral rocks. They're more about providing nutrients for the shrimp than they are about decor, but I did put a couple of those in there. I went ahead and dosed the aquarium with fertilizer, even though there's no plants in there, so that it'll be ready for them once it gets here. And that's about as far as I can go for now. The rest of my order from Aquarium Co-op, I'm assuming will be along before too long, and I'll get the driftwood and the plants in here, and I'll update you and show you my adventure in Nano planted aquarium life, and let you know how it goes, things that I learn along the way, and keep you apprised of how it's looking and how it's doing. So that's as far as I can go for now. Hope you enjoyed this. I encourage you please to like, comment, and subscribe. Love reading your comments, and I'll do my best to answer them as much as I can. And you can stay tuned for part 2 coming as soon as possible. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.